for my most anticipated movies of 2025 video. I'm sure it seems like I have given up on horror just in general, but believe you me, I am very much looking forward to a whole bunch of horror movies in 2025. In fact, there are so many that I decided to split it off into its own separate list. I'm talking about 10 horror films that I am looking forward to in 2025. Bam! We got all 3 bats! Woo-hoo! I did not put this movie on my list because I've heard a lot of rumors, I've heard a lot of people talking, but I cannot find it officially listed for next year. But if a new Final Destination movie does indeed come out in 2025, then this will be very high on my anticipated list. Beginning this list is number 10, Insidious 6, I guess. Now, I know not everybody maybe enjoys the Insidious movies as much as I do. There are a couple of the sequels that were a little lackluster to me, but those first 2 films I still really enjoy, really appreciate. And even that last one that I guess was a little divisive, I thought it was back to form, true to form. And so if we're able to continue in that same vein, I think we're in good shape. Number 9, The Black Phone 2. The first film was so disturbing and so fucked up, and a movie that I can't say I expected to be that messed up, but between Ethan Hawke giving a performance that will truly disturb you, and just the fact that it's kids being put into a situation, I thought the dynamic with the kids also worked very well. Number 8, Saw 11. I'm not even sure that this movie is actually coming out. That's the problem with doing a list like this so early, when a lot of these movies don't have trailers and don't have any actual proof other than Wikipedia that tells me that they're coming out, but I'm just taking the word on the calendar that Saw 11's coming out. And the fact that Saw 10 was as good as it was, it had no reason to be as good as it was, especially after 8. My God. But if we are going to continue in the prequel sense, if we're going to keep Tobin Bell and even Amanda around, then fuck yeah, I am down for this. Number 7, and this is strictly because I saw the trailer for this, and this looks very intriguing, Wolfman. Now, there's been a bunch of werewolf-type movies, right? This isn't anything new or anything special, but I think it's because it's directed by Leigh Whannell, same guy who was in the first few Saw films and also wrote those movies. He's written a lot of horror movies that I have personally enjoyed, and he also directed The Invisible Man, which is something that I think I was more into than the average person. And so if he's going to create his own small monsters universe, this will 100% be better than whatever that Tom Cruise dark universe that they tried to do a few years ago. Number 6, now this is only on this list off of my nostalgia for the original. I Know What You Did Last Summer, the sequel? Now, I know they already did the sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer a year after the first film with I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I notoriously do not like that film. And I'm not even mentioning the I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, that third shitty film that, my God, was a piece of shit. This supposedly is more of a reboot, not necessarily as much of a remake, because I hear that they're trying to get Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. back. The recent occurrence of the legacy sequels in horror, that's what has me more curious than anything else. I think legacy sequels are a much smarter route to do with these films instead of a straight up remake. Number 5, Megan 2.0. Megan was a movie that I was not expecting to like. In fact, I should not have enjoyed it as much as I did, but I think that's when Blumhouse every once in a while surprises you with a movie that is so simple in its premise, so simple in its delivery, that when it works and when it knows it's having fun, when the Megan doll herself is dancing around and just doing dumb things in order to kill her victims. Also, just the idea of a toy like this, a highly sophisticated AI type toy like this, thinking on its own. I'm a sucker for that, and I'm going to go along for that. Number 4, Sinners, a movie that I saw the trailer for and thought, holy shit, this looks like something special. Not just Michael B. Jordan being a part of this, and apparently he's playing 2 different roles, but this taking place in the time period that's taking place in. Haley Steinfeld looking smoking hot as, I guess, a vampire, maybe even having to do with race relations. I mean, this could be something unique and something truly horrific if it tends to go as dark as I'm thinking it may go. Number 3, The Conjuring Last Rites. I have this so high because I'm a big fan of the Conjuring films. Maybe not as much of the spin-offs, but I think the main Conjuring movies are strong films, especially with the Warrens and the 2 actors that play them. But I'm curious where the story is going to go, which one of the many adventures of the Warrens that we're going to go along with, but also this being the final one, supposedly. We'll see how that goes. Number 2, Predator Badlands. This is me knowing next to nothing about this film other than the fact that it exists. And I enjoyed Prey so much that I am more than willing to give this the benefit of the doubt and to see if they can get the Predator franchise back on track, because we all know they've been up and down. But for my number 1 most anticipated horror movie of 2025, 28 Years Later. This is a movie that I honestly thought we would never get. I love that first 28 Days Later film. It's one of those movies that changed my life because I saw it at a certain age when I was just getting into film study and film school. And so watching this at the time that I did and just seeing how well crafted Danny Boyle did with not only just the visuals and the type of camera he used, but also being a lower budget and being able to pull off this type of film. And zombie apocalyptic virus type film, whatever you want to call it, being more about the characters, being more about the survival aspect of it, that's what really truly makes that first movie special. Also, the zombies, or infected people I should say, running was something that really fucked my shit up the first time I saw it. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what are some of your most anticipated horror movies of 2025? What do you think of my list? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.